7 ways to save 45 hours per week. You can't buy back time. It's your highest value asset. But with these tips, when you put them into practice, you will be able to become a productivity ninja. You'll create more time to do the things that have the biggest impact in your life and in your business. I'm here to help you grow personally and professionally. Delegating routine tasks and activity is vital. In my early years of business, I didn't delegate quick enough. I was always worrying that someone wouldn't do something as good as me. When I began to realize that I wanted to focus on the highest value activities possible, such as generating leads, doing this video, making new relationships, doing the sales calls, I was able to then categorize high, medium, and low value activities and think about what is it then anybody could do. Those were the first things that I delegated, and that saved me on average about 10 hours per week. With some of the time that was saved from delegating those routine activities, I was able to focus on the second tip, which is automating some of the repetitive, boring crap that we have to do. You know, confirming our appointments before we're about to do them, sending out invoice reminders. When someone joins the email list, having an email sequence that goes out to nurture them and bring them into your world straight away. When you start to automate those things that even technology can do that's lower value than a person, you can save another 5 to 10 hours every single week. My third tip, which is a serious one for growth, is batch chunking similar activities. When you're moving from task to task to task, it can be slightly overwhelming. But I found it really easy to say, right, here's a chunk of calls that I need to make. Here's a chunk of admin that I need to do. Here's a chunk of follow-ups that need to get done. Here's some notifications that need to get managed. It sounds boring, but when I work in blocks of 30 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes, and I'm focused on one specific task or activity, I'm able to get way more done. So if you want to save another 5 to 10 hours per week, start grouping your tasks. My fourth tip is the digital detox. I have turned off every single notification on my phone, even to the point that if you look at my phone, I can't see how many WhatsApps are there, how many emails are there. There's 0 notifications until I click in to the app. If you begin to create rather than consume, you will save huge amounts of time on a weekly basis. The way I deal with that, again, is batching that till the evening time. You know, I do my engagement or I do my doom scrolling at a certain point. The rest of the time, this phone is out of the way and not in context so that it doesn't trigger my brain to just pick it up for that little quick dopamine hit. This is another area that can save you 5 to 10 hours per week. If you're anything like my kids, probably more like 5 to 10 hours per day. Fifth tip brings into play all of the other ones that we've just spoken about. On a Sunday, every week, I buy 750 grams worth of mince and I convert that into 5 meals throughout the course of the week. I also buy a load of chicken breasts and I cook it at home across the course of the week, 2 meals per day. And then I'll cook a load of veg and I'll put them in some pots and that will sit in the fridge. Not only does that save me time in decision making as to what I'm going to have to eat throughout the week, also has a positive impact on my body because I know that the food that I'm putting in there is not something that I've just grabbed from the shop or the petrol station because I was hungry. I'm able to know what I'm putting into my engine to perform at the highest possible rate, which again saves me time in my productivity because I have much more high energy. Now, if you don't want to cook your own meals, then consider the time saved in buying from someone like Lions Prep or one of these online companies that deliver 3 or 4 meals to you every single day. Whilst that can come at a cost, if you work out your hourly rate and how much income you can generate in that 5 to 10 hours worth of time saved, you're going to easily be able to make more and do more high value activities. My sixth tip, whether you're an employee or an employer, is get control of your meetings. I try to cap the time that me and my team run meetings. We'll equally try and go on a walking meeting to leverage a little bit of time and get out into some creativity. If you have an agenda, if you cap the time that you're doing it, this can save you another 5 to 10 hours per week. Everyone comes in way more productive, way more focused, and things get done in a shorter span of time. Last but by no means least, number 7, I don't buy into the 5 a.m. club. I think it's a load of rubbish. Everybody should get up when it's convenient to them and go to bed consistently when it's convenient to them. For me, my circadian rhythm is 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. But If you are struggling for time and you want to get more done, then getting up an hour earlier can change the game. It can give you another 5 hours per week of productive time. This morning, I was up at 5 a.m. My brain was ticking. I did an hour's worth of work before I went to the gym 15 minutes early at 6:15. When you want growth and when you want the result enough and you're chasing your definition and version of success, then it's about putting in that extra work to go the extra mile, to do what needs to get done. Not only do I want to save time as much as I possibly can, but where possible, I want to create time for more personal, more professional growth, whether that's leading my team, whether it's doing this content, whether it's going to the next level in business. So let me know, what is your biggest time-saving tip, your number one hack that you leverage to either save or create time in your day? Hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks so much indeed for tuning in. See you on the next one.